Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been like I think a month or so since I've last been on here. I just decided to start a really big art project. I've had this idea manifesting in my mind for so long, and it wasn't until I started literally dreaming about creating this piece where I was like, that's it, I need to go through my local art shop and basically have a little gander, see if I can find the size paper that I'm after in the cotton paper. So I did that yesterday, and luckily they had the size that I was after. I think this is the biggest size they do. I had this idea of like a summer picnic Almost like when you just look at it, I just want you to feel that summer feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but it's been in my mind for so long, and I was just like, that's it, I've got to do it. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually really scared and nervous about it because it's my first ever like big piece I've created. I'm really enjoying it so far. I didn't expect to. I thought I was going to be really like a nervous wreck. I do feel like I have a few ideas when it comes to this concept that I have of just like when you look at the image, I just want you to feel that summer feeling. Oh my god, so I remembered, you know the song from Childish Gambino, Feels Like Summer? That is my like go-to summer song. Every summer I'm literally blasting that song. It makes me feel like the best feeling ever. That is how I want it to feel when you look at this painting. I was basically going to paint the background in acrylic green and then maybe use like oil painting, you know, to add like that extra texture, but I've just decided to scrap that whole idea altogether. I want to just go all in with the soft pastels and see how that turns out. I do love to dabble with oil paints as well, so I thought it would be really like fun and cool to like mix up the mediums, but I think for now I'm very happy with just sticking with soft pastels. I also didn't realise how like messy it can be. It's literally gone everywhere. I'm just hoping that I hoover and I wipe down the walls afterwards and it should be fine, but Paige was not completely happy about that. As you can see, it's a home studio, which is like also our dining area, so yeah, I'm hoping it can get cleaned up really quick. It usually does when I do like small pieces on the table. The idea was to have, well, these are supposed to be daisies, but obviously I'm going to go in with like more detail and everything. I'm just sort of putting out the main bits, but I'm kind of at a halt at the minute because I don't know what other colour to add into here and it not make it dull, because I feel like the background, I don't know, I'm a little bit stuck with the colours. I did write down mainly white and yellow, like look a lot more full here, which obviously I'm still working on. This piece, I already had it named and everything. This piece is basically, it's called Apple Blooming, or Blooming Apples, that's what it's called, Blooming Apples. Like a vine of like apples and like the daisies, summer picnic with the red picnic blanket, but obviously it's still coming together. If it's not giving you that vibe right now, really sorry, we're still working on it. The main centerpiece being this part here, which is obviously where the apples are blooming.
Promise not to use. Promise.
It's getting a little bit late and it's getting a little bit dark as well, so I'm thinking to stop, get something to eat because I'm starving. I always tend to forget to eat or drink when I'm painting. But yeah, this is pretty much the final piece. I still feel like it needs a little bit more detail and a little bit more, I'm not sure, but it does need something to make it pop a little bit more. So I'm most likely going to come back to it tomorrow and finish it off and then sign it off. Exactly how I envisioned it. I'm just happy. I'm very tired and hungry now, so that's what I'm going to go and do now. Day 2 of painting my biggest artwork piece ever, and all morning I've been staring at the piece whilst eating my breakfast, thinking of ways I can add details into it to make it pop a little bit more, to give that summer feeling, the summer glow that I'm after. And I have like an idea of the colours I'm going to add to it and how I'm going to do it. I'm a little bit nervous about it because I'm a bit scared that I'm going to ruin it, but you're not going to know until you try. I'm really hoping I can get the piece finished today so I can work on my next piece. I was saying previously, it's part of like this concept that I've had in mind of just pieces that give you that summer feeling. Summer's like my favourite season. I really wanted to put that out there on the paper, hoping I could portray that really well on these pieces of artwork. Excited to see the end result. But before doing so, I need to get out my pyjamas and get into an appropriate outfit. My camera battery died, so filming this on my phone, but I finally finished the piece. Look how it turned out. I'm so happy with how it turned out in the end. I added a lot more detail in to just make it pop and stand out, and I'm really happy with the final result. Can't believe I finished my first big artwork. Can't believe it. So happy. Also, outfit for today. The blouse is from Cezanne, trousers weekday, scarf my own, Saha. And yep, I've got lots of cleaning up to do now, but so worth it. I was supposed to get a lot done today, but that didn't happen. Inara had a really late nap. She's like down to like one nap now, and she was like full of energy today. So only now, like it's what, I think 6:30, so she went down for a nap in like around like 5. I'm already exhausted, so I'm probably just gonna see how much I can get done. I did want to like do a few sketches as well today, especially for my next piece. Even though I have that concept and everything done, I just need to finalize the sketch before I start on the big artwork piece. Just catching up on everything, all the boring side of things. Like, I feel like as a creative, I find it really hard to keep up with this side of everything, and I'm just not good with deadlines. I'm just not good with upkeeping my like admin side of things. I'm really I am really trying to work on it, but I'm a slow email replier. I don't find the joy in it. It's a required skill in this and I'm just not good at keeping up with it. So I'm trying to work on that a lot more. The thing is, I really love the art piece. If you can see it, it's my like pride and joy right now. Keep staring at it and I've like been touching it up a little bit. And I've just literally said to H, I need to take it down because I'm just going to keep staring at it thinking it needs extra this, it needs extra that. And I have this thing where like I just feel like my art is never finished. So I really need to take it down before I start prodding at it and I end up making it worse. Because it's pastels, soft pastels, it's quite hard to keep without it being ruined or smudging. So I always have to like, especially now because it's a big piece, I have to make sure that it's kept somewhere very safe so that it doesn't get any smudges. So luckily I have a frame that I can basically put it in, which has like a glass obviously case over it, so there's no room for it to smudge or move. That's the only downside about working with soft pastels, is that it can transfer. And I did think about this before making the pieces, but I really love how it finishes and how it looks in the end. It's just something I have to figure out and work around. And I know I'm gonna have like a few ups and downs with it. Like really excited to get this piece out there. It's on a hopeful and depending on anyone that is interested in buying, but it is my plan to sell this piece. I'm gonna get my shop ready, online shop ready for that. Exciting times. On the note of exciting things, I did want to talk about the fact that next month around my birthday I'm going to Florence for a week. I basically enrolled into a art course for a week there. I'm going with H and little baby Inara. We're gonna make a bit of a holiday out of it as well. I'm doing a semi-intense program, so it's not very heavy. There was an option to do a very intense course, but I decided to do semi-intense, so it's just my mornings that get taken up. It starts from 9 AM and finishes at 1. So then we have the rest of the day then to relax, explore, and because it's Inara's first holiday, I also wanted to make sure that we have like a really fun time. I'm really excited to go. It's something I've always wanted to do, but never had the courage to do. And a very homebody person, like H is always telling me, you need to get out there more. This morning he was like, you need to get out the house, you've been in the house. But I just love being at home. Now that I've started my art journey, all I want to do is be at home and paint. And he's like, no, you kind of need to get out and socialize, basically keep the balance. I plan to like vlog the whole experience, so it'd be really fun to have you guys along with me. I'm also doing therapy sessions, which is crazy because I've been saying for years that I've been wanting to do it. And I've basically just been taking the plunge this year to like literally go in and go deep dive into things that I've always wanted to do. And when I was talking to my therapist about this, she was like, grief can do that to you. Like, losing both my parents has really made me realise that life is so short. And you know, my parents always used to say to me, oh, when you guys get older, you know, me and your dad can like, you know, we can go and like travel, we can go and do this, they always had the idea of like doing all these plans that they wanted to do before they had us, like when they first got married, of like, you know, traveling together. It makes me sad to say that they never got a chance to really do that. Life was like cut really short for them. Probably affected me in a way where I don't want to be saying, yes, I'm going to do this at one point and then never do it. I never get the chance to do it. I'm actually really proud of myself for that. Not a bad thing. I'm not saying this is a bad effect, but grief has definitely done something where it's made me feel like life is way too short to like miss out on these opportunities and just miss out on the things that your soul like craves. I've literally been yearning to do these type of things and I'm always putting it on a back burner, and I've just said like no to this, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I hope that encourages anyone else out there who's like watching me right now. You never get this time back. You're never younger than what you are now. If you're not gonna do it now, then when are you gonna do it? I'm really excited to have you guys come along with me on my week in Florence doing a whole art course. I'm so nervous about it. I just don't feel like I'm going to be good enough. I'm definitely going to like learn new skills, new techniques. I'm just excited to learn like new ways of enhancing my art skills. I will obviously see you then because that will be my next video. Just excited to see you there. I hope to see you on my next adventure. See you then.